wrist series where once Jace is down on the mat, I'm going to break him down to get a cross wrist and collect that and score from there. So Jace, referee's position bottom. Let's have you back up a little bit so all the action's in the camera. That's good, thank you. So I'm going to go bump and chop to collect the cross wrist right here. I've got the cross wrist. Now I want to flatten him out. I'm going to knee him here and flatten him out. And on this move, I'm going to straddle the hips and I pull on this and I get two hands on it if necessary and I'm pulling on that. And most kids, most high school kids will hand fight with their hand. They'll try to fight the hands. So this first move is called a back hook, where once I feel that, I'll take this other hand and I'll go a thumbless grip and I reach underneath and I pull on that back hook and then I pull and then I'll settle for a headlock. Or when he hand fights, I pull, punch, circle around, and I go over the top, and I gotta put my head in the pocket right here. Put my head in the hole to finish the north-south. Here, put my shoulder in the sternum, get up and turn my hips, and I put all my weight on my shoulder right in the sternum. It is not pleasant. So let's show that a couple times. So here. And I'm waiting for him to hand fight. Here. Okay, face a different direction. More this way. Good. Okay. And that is the cross wrist series. Back hook. What's next on the list? Okay, I'll have Jace do this one. Jace will get a bump and chop to get a cross wrist. And then rather than fighting, some guys will reach here. As he's pulling on this, if you almost try to pull me to my back, and they'll reach right here, so don't hurt me. But you go crossface over the top, right there, and this is cradle all day long right here. Show that again. Okay, and really you can do any of the crossface series finishes from there. What's next? You can say louder.
Crossface Turk.
Crossface Turk. I really like this one. It's cross wrist Turk. It looks just like a crossface Turk, but I'm doing it from the wrist. So I flatten him out, I'll lay down. Instead of pulling right here, I can start out pulling, but what I'll do is I'm going to shorten this arm. I keep this wrist tight and I bend my elbow and I put all my weight from my shoulder onto his back, but I want to keep this wrist high up in his armpit so he can't clear his elbow underneath. Let's show him what I'm talking about. One way to counter the cross wrist is if there's space, he'll get his elbow in between on my thumb and that kind of hurts. You can dig it out. So if I keep this, maybe I'm pulling here and he's not reaching for the back hook, I will pull this up, bend my elbow, and put my shoulder in his back, heavy on that, and then look for the Turk. Right here. And switch to there. Okay? finer details of a turret, go back and watch our crossface series video. So there's several from this. What else? So cross wrist, so boot into what?
Cornell tilt.
Cornell tilt. So in a similar, let's face this direction. All right. Same thing. Let's come back here. Good. Bump and chop to get the cross wrist. Flatten them out. And I can either start here, or maybe I go to here and I cannot lift high enough, but I can get high enough to get this bottom leg in. Once that's there, a Cornell tilt. This one's kind of fun. I'm going to jump sides, put this to top knee in his back. And this foot goes here, and then I got to turn toward my shin is vertical to the ceiling. It's not going to work if I'm here. I got to turn it. And then I have to include an arm in this headlock, but I'll go here, and then I deadlift him straight up and bounce his head off my chest. Right there. And then now I come back, and I pinch him here. And if he tries to bridge to turn into me, I can kick that bottom leg out. Get my near fall. You're probably not going to pin someone here. But that's it. That's a Cornell tilt. So let's do that a little bit faster. Here, you do that to me actually. Go from this angle. And then pull that tight. Good. And then if I bridge, keep that leg going. Okay. That's a Cornell tilt from there. What's next?
Leg right turn.
Leg right turn, which is very similar to that. So just do a leg right turn from there, Jason. Okay, excellent. What's next?
Cheap tilt.
Cheap tilt or dive tilt?
Yes.
Is that last on the series, right?
Yes.
Good. So, a cheap tilt, let's say I break him down. Let's start a little bit back because I'm going to bump you this way. Get in the middle, please. So I go here, flatten him out. Maybe he's really strong and he builds up. I'll take this hand and I reach underneath and grab here. And there's a couple ways to do this. I'll go hover right where I put my shin up on his side and I'm on my toes. I'm squatting like this, pinching his hips. And I'm going to pull his forearm on top of my thigh and then drive this shoulder to the mat. And catch it from my tilt right there. Or I can pull him back where it looks more like a crab ride. I flatten him out, he builds up, and then I'll just drive and pull him straight back. Right here, and then turn him. So let's do 3 different directions having me do that move. For the cheap tilt, either go forward or pull back, just mix it up. I'll let you decide. And then, similar to that one, it's a dive tilt. Some people call it a suicide tilt. We don't like that word, so we use dive tilt. I think I've heard it called a Griffin tilt or East Coast tilt. There's a lot of different names. I call it a dive tilt. So same thing. I'm here. Go to flatten down. He builds up. Now this grip, instead of lean up, instead of going inside, I'm no thumb. I'm over the top and I'm pulling. I want to extend that wrist down as far as I can, and then my own forearm, I do not want height, I want down on the hips as low as I can. So I push across, and I'll get my elbow between his legs. And I keep my hips tight, and I go over the top. This toe has to catch the mat, and I pull him here. So face that way. You do it. Good. Let's do it one more time. Good. And that is an excellent tilt. You should not necessarily get a pin out of that. That's a very, very effective tilt. Anything else on the series? Okay, that's a cross wrist series. And we'll see you in our next video.